This is absolutely crazy. Shiba Inu might actually remove all zeros soon. The Shiba Inu team revealed something massive. Today changed it all. No one expected this. Analysts are dropping their new signals now. But what is actually happening? And why am I being so excited? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Today is an exciting day for the Shiba Inu community. After what felt like an endless struggle, Shiba Inu has finally broken free from its downward trend and is showing real strength. Instead of dipping lower like it did in previous days, the price held firm and even climbed 3%. The momentum is shifting, and confidence is returning. For a while, it seemed like Shiba Inu just couldn't catch a break, dropping bit by bit every day. But in the last couple of days, something changed. The selling pressure faded, and instead of another dip, Shiba Inu started moving up. That's exactly what holders have been waiting for. Signs that the worst might be over, and better days could be ahead. Looking at the bigger picture, Shiba Inu has stabilized, which is a big deal. This kind of price action brings relief to the community and signals that the market is finding its balance. The uncertainty is fading, and investors who were hesitant before are feeling a lot more comfortable making their moves now. It's not just a small bounce, it's a shift in sentiment, and that could be the start of something even bigger. And here's the thing, big players are making their move. The whales are finally back, and that's a game changer for Shiba Inu. Lately, there's been a noticeable shift in the way investors are approaching Shiba Inu. Long-term holders, the ones who usually sit tight and wait for the big moves, are showing up again. On-chain data reveals that addresses holding Shiba Inu for over a year have grown significantly. That's not just some random statistic. It's a strong signal that confidence is returning, and smart money is positioning itself for what could be the next big wave. Shiba Inu is also forming a key pattern on the charts, one that traders watch closely. If it manages to push past a critical resistance level, it could trigger a strong reaction, completely reversing the recent downtrend. This kind of setup doesn't happen by accident. It's often a sign that something big is brewing. Even though the short-term price action still has its ups and downs, the fact that whales are accumulating again is a powerful statement. It shows renewed belief in Shiba Inu's long-term potential. If this steady accumulation continues, we might be looking at a much bigger recovery in the weeks ahead. The pieces are falling into place. Shiba Inu is setting the stage for what could be an exciting breakout. But wait, there's something even bigger happening today that you'll definitely want to know about. Shytoshi Kusama and the Shiba Inu team are taking a major step towards something huge, which will remove all the zeros for Shiba Inu's price. Yes, you heard that right. All zeros gone. This could be a game changer for the entire ecosystem. Want to know more? Stick around because I'll reveal all the details later in the video. But first, did you know? Despite the slow market movements lately, trillions of Shiba Inu tokens are still sitting in profit. Even with all the ups and downs, a massive 123 trillion Shiba Inu tokens are still profitable. That's a huge chunk of the total supply, proving that a solid number of holders are still in the green. In fact, the total value of these profitable tokens is well over $1 billion, which speaks volumes about the confidence investors still have in Shiba Inu, even with the broader market uncertainty. Right now, trading activity has slowed down a bit, as some investors are choosing to wait for the right moment to make their next move. At the same time, on-chain data shows that a significant portion of Shiba Inu tokens is currently at a loss. More than 827 trillion tokens were bought at a higher price than what we're seeing today, making them out of the money. But here's the interesting part. Another 34 trillion tokens are sitting right around their original purchase price, meaning they could easily swing into profit with the right market push. All of this paints an interesting picture. Even with some hesitation in the market, a massive amount of Shiba Inu remains profitable. The fact that so many holders are still holding strong shows that belief in the token's long-term potential hasn't faded. With whale accumulation on the rise and a potential breakout on the horizon, Shiba Inu might just be gearing up for its next big move. And here's the craziest part. Remember when Shytoshi Kusama hyped up the idea of a Shiba Inu ETF? He made it clear that with Ethereum's ETF getting approved, Shiba Inu is now a step closer to making the Shiba Inu ETF a reality. That was already huge news. But now the Shiba Inu team is stepping in to explain why this needs to happen. The team has put forward a strong case for why Shiba Inu is perfect for an ETF. First of all, it's one of the biggest and most recognized cryptocurrencies in the market. Despite its explosive growth and massive popularity, no asset manager has filed for a Shiba Inu ETF in the US yet. That has sparked a movement within the community, and now the push to make it happen is stronger than ever. Lucy, Shiba Inu's marketing lead, has been at the forefront of this, explaining exactly why an ETF makes sense. Shiba Inu is everywhere. It's listed on over 100 exchanges and can be traded across hundreds of different pairs. That kind of accessibility and liquidity is exactly what big financial firms look for when considering ETFs. But it's not just about being easy to trade. It's a fully developed ecosystem, decentralized and built to last. That's a key factor for traditional investors, especially older generations who look for assets that can stand the test of time. Unlike low-cap coins that can be manipulated, Shiba Inu is strong, resilient, and way too big for any single entity to control. Now, here's where things get really exciting. If a Shiba Inu ETF actually happens, it could change everything. This is the kind of development that could push the price to new levels, removing zeros and completely shifting the landscape. We're talking about real, life-changing gains for those holding strong. The momentum is building, and with regulators now recognizing that meme coins aren't securities, the chances of approval are looking better than ever. This is just the beginning. Shiba Inu is on the edge of something massive, and when it happens, those who believed in it from the start could see their patience pay off in ways they never imagined. And this could happen sooner than expected, because one analyst suggested that when the Shiba Inu ETF happens, we might see something incredible. We're talking about removing even more zeros from the price, something that could be a total game changer. CryptoSat, a well-known market analyst, pointed out that Shiba Inu is showing strong signs of a turnaround. According to them, Shiba Inu is hitting a key breakout zone, and if momentum picks up, we could see a massive rally. What's happening right now in the charts is something that often signals a shift from a struggling market to an explosive uptrend. But here's where it gets even crazier. Shiba Inu is gaining attention in political and financial circles. There's even speculation that it could become part of Donald Trump's crypto reserves, which would be a massive boost for its mainstream credibility. On top of that, the Shiba Inu community isn't just waiting around. They're actively pushing for the ETF to happen. Major firms like BlackRock are being urged to step in and bring this to reality. This is no longer just a dream. It's becoming a movement. With the right push, a Shiba Inu ETF could change everything, making the token more accessible to traditional investors and bringing in a whole new wave of demand. And when that happens, well, let's just say, the early believers might be in for something truly life-changing. And looking at the future, it's becoming clearer. Shiba Inu is heading towards something big. It's not just a trend or a temporary hype. It's a movement, a growing force in the crypto world. Lucy, Shiba Inu's lead marketer, summed it up perfectly. Shiba Inu is everywhere. It's listed on all the major platforms with countless trading pairs, making it one of the most accessible cryptos out there. Buying, selling, and trading it is as easy as it gets. So, is Shiba Inu good for an ETF? Absolutely. And would traditional investors, those who usually stick to stocks and blue-chip assets, actually consider investing in what started as a meme? Yes, because Shiba Inu is no longer just a meme. It's decentralized, backed by a strong community, and built to last. This is why so many people are pushing for a Shiba Inu ETF. It has everything it needs to be taken seriously. The accessibility, the liquidity, the strong base of holders, these are all things that big financial institutions look for. And once it happens, once Shiba Inu gets that recognition, things could change in a way we've never seen before. Shiba Inu started as a fun experiment, but now it's proving to the world that it belongs in the future of finance. And if this ETF becomes a reality, we might just see history in the making. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money. So, don't risk it. Also,
Coinbase, are you serious? Come on, don't do that again. Shiba Inu has already lost a third of its value during this month. We can't expect another price crash anymore. But do they even care what we think? Well, that's a good question. So, what is actually going behind the scenes? And is there any light at the end of the tunnel? Well, let's see. Disclaimer. Back in March, something incredible happened with Shiba Inu. In less than a week, its price tripled. This was truly astonishing. especially for a cryptocurrency valued in the billions. Such rapid and massive price jumps are extremely rare. The main reason for this spike was a surge in market enthusiasm. When a lot of people get excited about a cryptocurrency, they start buying it quickly, which drives the price up. Social media buzz and influential endorsements can also play a big role, creating a snowball effect where more and more people jump on the bandwagon, pushing the price even higher. This price spike caught the attention of many new investors, which isn't surprising. When people see a cryptocurrency's value skyrocketing, they often want to get in on the action, hoping to make quick profits. However, things have changed drastically since then. Shiba Inu has dropped by more than 30% in just the past 30 days. This kind of volatility can be unsettling for newcomers. They may feel worried or frustrated because they entered the market when prices were high, expecting them to keep going up. For example, imagine someone who heard about Shiba Inu's rapid rise in March and decided to invest in a cryptocurrency. And now, seeing the price drop significantly, they might be questioning their decision and feeling uncertain about what to do next. It's a tough lesson in the unpredictability of cryptocurrency markets and the risks involved in investing. However, Shiba Inu isn't the only one experiencing this. Over the past month, the entire cryptocurrency market has seen significant declines. To put this time frame into perspective, 1 month might not seem like a long time in everyday life. But in the fast-moving world of cryptocurrency, it's a long time. And if you're interested in investing in cryptocurrencies, it can feel like an eternity. Just a year or two ago, during the bear market, it wasn't uncommon to see prolonged periods of price decreases. People had become somewhat accustomed to that. However, everything changed. When we transitioned into a bull market around 6 months ago, especially after the approval of the Bitcoin ETF. During a bull market, prices tend to rise consistently, sometimes even daily. Newcomers who join the market during this bullish phase haven't experienced extended downturns like this before. For them, seeing prices rise consistently, they're not going to feel like a long time. They might feel anxious, confused, or even regretful about their investments. The expectation of continual gains has been abruptly challenged, causing many to question their understanding of how cryptocurrencies behave. And then things took a turn for the worse yesterday. News began spreading across the internet that Binance, the largest cryptocurrency exchange globally, bigger even than Coinbase, was planning to delist Shiba Inu. This announcement sent shockwaves through the community, especially coming on the heels of the significant price drop over the past month. For many people, this latest development felt like a double blow. First, they had witnessed their investments lose value steadily, and now the potential delisting of Shiba Inu from such a major exchange added a new layer of uncertainty and concern. It made them question the future of their investments and left them feeling anxious about what might come next. This kind of news can shake investor confidence significantly, especially for those who are relatively new to the cryptocurrency market and have not experienced such volatility in regulatory actions before. However, there's good news in response to the recent concerns. Lucy, a spokesperson, dismissed these reports as sensationalized clickbait. She clarified that Binance isn't planning to completely delist Shiba Inu. Instead, the exchange will only remove one trading pair. Lucy, who leads marketing efforts, urged members of the Shiba Inu community to focus on the future of their investments. She said that the market is now in a difficult position to verify information from trustworthy sources before jumping to conclusions. This approach ensures that people have accurate information and can make informed decisions about their investments. And she is completely right. It's wise to verify information because the cryptocurrency market is highly sensitive to news and rumors. Misinformation can spread quickly,